Yo, guys, man, I'm Jamie Gonzalez.
I'm Nick McGurk.
And I'm Shad Stoker.
Oh, man, guys.
Is it
More Detailer Podcast? It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It is, bro. It is, bro.
I got a question for you guys. Is it detailing Doomsday?
It is I don't know, man. Is it? It's Doomsday. Is it really that bad, or is it all in your head?
All in your perspective, how you look at it. You know what I mean?
We're going to get to that in a second. I want to show a video because this getting a lot of attention out there for people buying cars. And I think as detailers should know what's going on with the ecosystem. Let's get right to it.
Let's check it in.
Significant downward swing of the new and used vehicle market. I would argue 2024, things are only going to get worse before they get better. So in this video, I'm going to highlight some details, facts, and stats that are pretty alarming. And I think they're really important to pay close attention to if you were considering to buy a vehicle. So at the end of this video, I'll present to you what I think.
Man.
All right, so this guy is talking about
Yeah.
a bad selling market.
It is. It is. And I think it's probably to do with
Purchased it about a month and a half ago, 2
high
months
interest
ago,
rates,
for $300.
inflation.
The overall economy, the state
Like,
of
do
the economy,
people
the
have-
perception of the
Oh,
economy.
yeah. They said, I was reading this thing that Car Edge dudes, they said that 26% of all sales in 2023 for car sales were fleet.
Okay.
Normally it's
Wow.
like 10% or like
So what does
11.
that mean?
Fleet,
means
like
that-
companies.
Yeah, because it was overall down like 26%.
But like,
All
what does
of
that mean? So, that stat I hear.
I don't
but
know
What is it?
what it means to me is a lot of people aren't spending like detailing such a luxury, bro.
Because this
Consumers-
guy's saying, yeah, people are upside down $6,000.
Yeah, consumers aren't buying cars, but businesses are buying cars.
Yeah, businesses are still
So,
Okay.
but people are so upside down because it's been a seller's market because of we had the shortage in chips and stuff, so we didn't have vehicles, so they were charging astronomical prices. Like, I mean, I went to a lot because I bought my truck like a year and a half ago, and when I was looking, I'd go to a lot, and they wouldn't
was
even
gone.
have they wouldn't even have marked prices. There'd be one truck, and it'd be like, ask the salesman to see how much he can rate you for on this one. Like, it's like there was no set
and
price.
interest rates were way low. They said the average interest rate on a used vehicle, I think it was like it's like 9. No, I think a new vehicle is average like 9.5 or 9.25%, and a used vehicle is like somewhere in the 10s.
So your consumer out there, because we are a podcast aimed at detailers, is probably, I don't know if it's just the discerning ones that we're going after with or disposable income, but a lot of people are more broke now because they're upside down on these car
had
loans.
stimmy checks. Everybody was, you know,
It was on a free
everyone
roll.
had money to start their side business too,
Mm.
because like they had extra money. So they're like, oh yeah, let's go start a detailing company, or let's go do tent, let's go do people like. I don't know. I think right now it's a tricky time, and then people are saying, well, it's going to be the race to the bottom. There was these guys saying that there's $250 ceramic coatings people are doing.
Yeah,
You know?
because I guess I want to get into this discussion. I just, broad picture, if there's fewer new cars being sold because of the economy, is that a possible statement?
It should be a
like,
positive thing. Everyone's thinking since there's cars available now, they're thinking that dealers are going to start, dropping prices. They're dropping down a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it's actually really, really dropping.
But here's the thing about that comment.
Right.
There's less cars being sold, but there's not less cars on the road.
There's so many cars on the
There's
road.
still the same
Yeah.
amount of cars
Yeah,
on the road.
yeah.
The issue is like, what's more important is preserving a new car for the future or preserving a used car for the future. Is one more important than the other? You just have to figure. You just have
So
to read.
shouldn't right now
You-
detail industry should be blowing up right now because everyone's keeping their cars?
Should be the same. I mean, we shouldn't be on a negative trajectory. Like the income is the big narrative to talk about. People think that we're in a recession and there's less money,
I've
so
talked
people
to
are spending
everyone I
less.
talk to. Everybody's really is slower. But I'm slow. I'm normally slow right now anyway. Like this is like
Right.
a slower season anyway.
But
so.
does it feel like it's a slower than normal time of year
do.
because of the narrative we're being told from outside sources?
No, I don't let that affect me. But I'm crunching. Like I'm trying to get everything we can to get in the door.
Yeah.
So I'm not really like it's it's all a mindset. If you look at it, like yeah, it's doomsday at the end of the world, and no one's gonna be doing bro. Like yeah, maybe people aren't buying new cars right now, and it's a little bit, but they should have
they still have
You still
cars.
gotta protect your investment.
Right, they still have cars. So yeah,
They're not
like,
your investment. You're at whatever. Cars ain't no investment. It's
You just
not an
have-
asset, but they're gonna depreciate an asset, but it doesn't matter without that. But I don't know. I'm slower. I feel like right now, like I'm not as busy. Actually, I'm not. I looked at my numbers.
Yeah,
We're
let's
down.
talk
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Forget how it feels, right? Like how it feels. That could be subjective to the moment that you're in.
Yeah.
What are the numbers telling you?
So my
are
numbers,
you down from last year?
We are down this week. We're down. My guys' hours are up though. So is that my? So I look at it as this: is my efficiency wrong? Are we taking in the jobs we're taking? We're not pricing right? Are we? I'm looking at it a few different ways. I'm giving these add-ons that we normally do perfect, so it kind of drops our hourly rate.
Okay, so so we have a month of the year as a barometer. January of last year to January of this year, were you down, equal, above?
I have the best month we've ever had was last month. Like that was like best month I've ever had in business.
So
Yeah, there's a lot
the
going
economy,
on.
the industry didn't fall off in the last 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So it may seem like a little bit of a slow time now, but
I feel like I'm selling a lot more. We're selling a lot more. Like we're really hitting the streets like hard. Like we want something from every person that calls us. We want something.
You know,
We do a
Jamie's
lot.
a unicorn, right? I mean, he's a successful business person in an industry that is very difficult, I think, to be a successful entrepreneur. And I think that's why you're so passionate about helping guys become entrepreneurs. Like
Yeah.
you want to help, but the reality is, we talk about it like it's easy or it's doable, and all. It is doable. But he's one of the few guys I know who's done it very well.
Absolutely, 100%.
So you are a unicorn. I mentioned what you have to say. The broad picture, though, I just wonder what message we have for detailers as well, because I think January was a
Be a
slow month
unicorn.
across the board. Be a unicorn. It was slow
anybody,
for us.
Look, here's the reality, man. Anybody can be a unicorn. Jamie knows what I think about his success. He's absolutely killed it. But the reality is I don't think I'm special. Like I'm special because I've made myself special. I've worked my ass off to give myself the skill set. And I think Jamie feels the same way. Like starting out, when we first started this,
Yeah, we weren't
I was,
getting
I was
nothing.
an
Yeah, it
idiot.
wasn't popping.
I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we've built ourselves into these people that have the skill sets to be unicorns. So what you should take from that is if I can do it, anybody can do it. You just have to put the work in.
It's not pretend. Like you can't
Yeah.
fake it. Like
Yeah.
bro, this is hard work. Like
This
even
is
for
real.
you, it's like
Yeah.
you're like, yo, we're kind of slow. And what'd you do? All right, I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna
Yep.
make more videos. I'm gonna do
I
this.
even
I'm
thought
gonna-
it sharpened my steel blade. Like I was like, man, I want to make this thumbnail extra better. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm gonna put extra effort in these edits. And then we had some videos pop and sales moved a little bit. And it's like, I think we're gonna have a great spring, right? We got polishers coming out, and like the snow's gonna thaw, and I know it's gonna be great, but I hear other people talking. You hear other people in the industry.
So how do you
and then
stay-
what I wondered about what's going on with the big picture with the dealerships and the pricing and I wondered if that affects detailers at all.
I feel affected. This is just how I feel. I feel like I'm affected, but I just when I'm feeling like the down, I go harder. Like
Yeah,
I just like
yes.
I don't. It's just like I'm gonna do that extra rep just so I don't
Yep,
have to.
yep.
Like so I get affected, but I'm like like in my head I'm like, oh damn, dude, like we only got 15 calls today, or we only got 8 calls today. Like what the fuck? So that means I know it's like, all right. By me knowing I only got those 8 calls, that means every customer I'm like, yo, I'm gonna hit it. I'm
Yep.
like, I'm taking more swings at it. You know what I mean? Versus like when I'm busy as hell and we're getting 30, 40 calls in a day, I'm just like, I'm more like I'm not affected. So now anything that comes across me, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I'm going for it.
But he has a skill set to do that. The thing is like he's a unicorn because he doesn't detail for show. He details for dough. Like this is a business. Again, we harp on this all the time. You have to be a businessman. Going back to what we started, the ecosystem of car dealers and stuff like that. Detailers may not think, I need to focus on what the dealership world's happening if I'm not a dealership detailer. It's the ecosystem of the world. Like, are you paying attention to what's going around in other markets, in just the world in general, or are you just looking at detailing? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be a legitimate business owner.
Yeah, you gotta know.
have-
Yeah, you gotta know. Yeah, you can't just be just your industry. It's good. You want to know. You want to be the master in your industry, but you don't want to just know you're that. It's like.
Do you notice around tax time that there's a boost as well? Is that part of the
I don't
spring
really. Yeah,
kind
I
of
kinda
boost, or
see
is
a little
it
bit in
nebulous?
that.
It's like
I see a little bit in tax season, but I don't really. I really don't see. I'm just looking at like our numbers are still good. but our opportunity of closing deals and getting people in is less. That's just off the data, just straight up.
So you've just maximized the efficiency on closing the
our
customers that you're in
ratios-
front of.
Yeah, our closing ratio is up. Like, and that's to my guys. Is like it's up because I don't know, they're just swinging. You know what I mean?
But you have you and your guys have the skill set to close. Like you guys act as business people. You know those word tracks. You know how to give people the right information to get them to lock down when you need them to.
Yeah. Let's watch
Right?
this other.
Well, I want to talk about seesaw marketing though, right? Which
Yeah,
is the like when you're really slow, you market crazy, and when you get really busy, you stop marketing. That seesaw is like one thing to do is just stay consistent if you can. I know it's harder, and when you get the phone calls coming, you don't need to advertise is what you tell yourself.
Yeah, it's like-
but you got to stay consistent with the market. I think. I mean, I don't have the numbers to tell everybody how to do their job, but I think consistency with your social media and your advertising is important.
It's like you can't
Even
work
when you're
out-
busy.
You can't do 100 push-ups today and blow and like feel like that's gonna do something. Then tomorrow not work out.
That's right.
No, it's
Yeah.
like no, you do that. It's better to you do 10 push-ups every single day.
Is that right? You got the
Yeah,
hustle.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
100%. No, that's
like
it.
pretty much
That's-
you. That's your shit.
That's
right there.
with working out or business in general. With anything, man. If you do 100 reps on Sunday and don't do anything for the rest of the week, you could do 80 reps. You could do less reps over the course consistently over the 7 days, and you're gonna have better results than 100 because those 100 are gonna tax you out. Your muscles are gonna be overly sore, and you're gonna overtear them. They're not gonna heal right. Consistency is the key, man. So even when times are good, you have to keep your foot on the gas pedal to some extent,
Hell
and you
yeah.
have to keep
Hell
business
yeah.
coming in.
Yeah.
Hey, I think this person probably has no trouble getting business because this guy looks like he knows how to detail. Let's check it out.
Oh, I love it. So this is actually an efficiency thing right here. So what he does is
Is he washing and buffing at the same time?
no, he literally put little dots of his compound like every what it looks like there's an actual pattern though.
That looks like it
If you
took
look at-
effort.
Yeah, no, there's a pattern like
play
every
it
like
again.
2-3 inches.
Dude, that's like
Wow.
that's like artist. That is a master of
Dude,
their
it was
craft.
like it's like he made like a I don't know, leopard print.
What do you think he's using with that rotary and that wool pad? Like what? do you,
M100.
okay, you think he's a real working detailer?
No, he's not. But you can buy M100 or O'Reilly's.
Okay, okay.
What's funny is his perception. He thinks that that's more efficient, but if you were to time him, he took the same amount of time whether he's stopping to do it or doing it all at once. He's probably taking about the same amount of time, but that compound in the front, that stuff's gonna dry. So by the time he gets to it, it's gonna be longer. It's gonna be worse.
You know who's not slow right now?
What?
A guy named Jimbo. New product. You got a box over
I
here
don't
somewhere?
have it. I don't have it.
I thought we were doing unboxing.
No, I was gonna do it. I was trying to get my guy to bring it to me.
Okay.
Should I run and grab it?
Jamie has a new box.
Where's it at?
It's outside.
Yeah, go grab it.
Go grab it. We'll take a pause.
We'll lock it down
Take
for a
pause.
minute.
Are we pausing or locking it down?
We keep talking.
All right, Shad. So
No, really talk about that efficiency thing like that.
Yeah. So that's funny. Like, so think about it. Like, if it takes him 10 minutes
Yeah.
to go and put the compound on all the vehicle, and then it takes him an hour to polish it, or it takes him like an hour and 10 minutes to polish it and apply it as he goes, but he gets
Yeah.
a better. He's gonna get a less efficient result because that stuff is gonna off gas.
I just admire the fact that he's actually filming himself. So if he sees that and he thinks he's being efficient, then, God bless him. Because one thing you can do is like film yourself detailing. I'm being sarcastic.
I know you
Film
are.
yourself
I know you are.
detailing and then see where you're wasting time. And if he actually thinks that's saving him time, hey man.
But the problem is that he puts that out for other people to see, and they might think, "Wow, that's."
I don't even know who he is. Jamie found this video. He's a famous dude.
Oh man.
Built original, replicated never. Maybe he should be on the podcast.
No.
He's one of one.
Yeah, man. He should be 101 sweeping the floors. I mean,
Is there something that happened this week that just like drove you crazy in detailing world? Was it a YouTube video? I know you got opinions.
No, man, it was actually a good week. Got back from MTE. MTE was phenomenal. It was the best show that I had been to.
It looked
was
fun. Like we both went to SEMA together. Like I saw you there a bunch. Or we didn't go together, but I saw you there a bunch. What's the difference
we were
between
there
MTE?
together. We were there. I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were there together.
We didn't
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the same caravan
we-
down. I went with Jamie's guys.
We
but
were
yeah.
on the same flight home.
Yeah,
we went
yeah.
there together.
Okay, that's what I felt like. But it was a long time ago, and everyone gets the SEMA flu, so it's like a blur. Compare SEMA to MTE.
Different vibe. SEMA is like run and gun. It is like the glitz and the glamour.
It's too much, man. All the different
It is
halls. And
It is, but it's
something.
It's the glitz and glamour. MTE is the grassroots. It's the time where you actually get to go. I had some unbelievable conversations with some unbelievable, like me and Mike Phillips spent some time chat. Like, just you have more one-on-one time with the people that you want and need to.
It's just all in
business.
that one hall where they have that like overview shot. It's just that one area. So there's no what hall are you in, North Hall, West Hall. Yeah, I think MT's in my future, man. It looked like a great
You've never
show.
been?
Never been.
Oh man, I love it. Love it. They have Education Day there. So the first, you can do just the expo. You can do Education Day and the expo. The first day, Thursday, is all education tracks. So they have 45 to hour-long education tracks. With like IDA had 8 tracks, or maybe 10 tracks. MGE had 8 tracks. There was like 16 different things going on at once that you could go and do an hour education on different topics. So
Cool.
Yeah.
But guess what? That Jimbo thing's not popping. My car's gone.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
But hey, let's watch this. Let's watch this freaking.
You ready to get hyped, everybody?
let's get hyped.
Next time.
Yeah, let's
time.
get hyped. Let's get hyped. Here we go.
Never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
Damn, bro.
You know, we talk about the suffering a lot, right? He mentioned the suffering. Everyone avoids the suffering. Everyone wants to do the big shit. Everyone wants to do massive, giant things, but they avoid the suffering. You can't. Suffering is part of it. Look, the reality is you're going to suffer either way. You can suffer now through the hard work, through the hard shit, through the rejections and the things that are uncomfortable now, or you can suffer later when you're broke, when you're sick. You know, people avoid going to the gym because it's hard. Is it harder going and doing a few reps? Is it harder laying on your deathbed with cancer when you're 50 years old because you didn't take care of yourself? You know what I mean? Like, stop avoiding the suffering. Do the fucking work. If you want the big shit, do the big shit.
God, bro, mic drop. Guys, Jamie Gonzalez.
Nick McGurk.
I'm Shad Stoker.
More Detailer Podcast, baby.
Another
See
one.
you guys. Peace.